It is Sunday, January 14th, and I just checked the temperature. It is -7 here in Chicago. And that means I'm going to a card show. I'm going to the Midwest Card Show. It's down in Bridgeview. I've been there a few times and I've taken you along. I'm going to try to stay warm. I'm going to see if I can find any deals here at the card show. We'll see how successful I am on those two fronts. Let's go to the card show. There was actually a line to get in, which is a first at this show. It was a lot busier than I thought it was going to be, considering the temperature outside. Stay tuned to the end where I show the pickups as well as my 2024 card collecting goals. Had to get this shot of this 1989 Chrome Mike Trout throwback card. It's a very cool vintage cards at this table. This is a guy I talked to for a fair amount and actually made a significant purchase here. Love the design on this 1984 Tigers yearbook. Always cool to see a Tony Gywnn auto. Love the Kellogg's 3D cards up there at the top. Along with some cool vintage cards here. The Al Kaline cloth card here caught my attention, as well as the Willie Mays Kellogg's card. This is my bread and butter, some discount boxes. I spent a lot of time here at a previous show and was able to find some cool cards today as well. Always love these EX2000 see-through cards. This table is usually here. This is where I got some 1989 cello packs. For 12 bucks, you could hunt for a Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie card. I am back from the Midwest Sports Buffet in the relative warmth of my car, and I thought I'd go through some of my pickups as well as share some of my goals for 2024 in collecting. So let's get to it. Here are some cards that I picked up. This Riley Green Spotlight card was $1, and that's going towards my insert set collection. So that's a big goal for 2024. This was a quarter. Nice Tony Gywnn on this Bowman 89 throwback, as well as a quarter for this Titans Max Scherzer. I have a tendency, once I find an insert set that I like, I want to complete the entire thing. So here's another card I got for a quarter. Jarren Duran rookie and a Whit Merrifield. I feel like I might have this one, but it was a quarter, so I was like, I might as well pick up that 84 throwback. So yeah, definitely gonna be trying to complete as many of my insert sets that I am still working on as possible. These will go towards that. So that is my first goal for 2024. Second goal is to keep growing Kaylin's Chris Bryant PC. I don't think I have these ones. I might, but we don't. I'll let you know if I do or not. But these were both a quarter. Love to see Kaylin's Chris Bryant counter go up this year. So that's going to be one of my goals, since I happen to buy them more than Kaylin does. Found this very cool Kyle Hendricks on the Prism. This is an awesome looking card for a quarter. And this is going to go towards a project I'm going to work on in 2024. This was inspired by Shane at Shoebox Legends. For Christmas, I got a blue Z Folio, and I'm going to do a Franken-set of my Cubs cards. I have just tons of Cubs cards lying around. I don't feel like I am enjoying them at all. They're just in a box. So what I'm going to do is take the number of the cards. So this is number 117. Find my favorite Cubs card at 117. I imagine this will probably be it. Put that in the Z Folio to complete kind of like a Franken-set of all of my different favorite Cubs cards for that number. So hopefully that makes sense. So for my favorite Cubs card, number 1, on the back, that'll go in the 1 spot. 2, 3, 4. You can visualize it, right? That type of thing. So that's my goal for my Cubs collection, and I think that'll be a lot of fun and a way for me to enjoy my Cubs cards. Along the same lines, I picked up this Darryl Strawberry for $1. Classic. This is one I don't have. Pretty cool card there, and the reason I picked this one up and talking about it is I really want to get a handle of my Darryl Strawberry collection. Probably the most amount of cards I have are my Darryl Strawberries, but I do not have them all in TCDB yet, so I want to do that. And I want to also probably do a Z Folio. I've got an orange Z Folio and pick out just kind of my favorite Darryl Strawberries so I have a nice way to display them. One of my goals for 2024 is to enjoy the hobby more. I feel like I do, but I often spend a lot of time on TCDB looking for my cards that I am exporting and not really looking at all my collection and enjoying my collection. So along with organizing my Darryl Strawberry collection, one of my goals is to enjoy my collection, and I think putting them in a Z folio that I can flip through periodically will do just that. So that is why I picked up this one. I want to continue to be generous in the hobby. I found this Alex Rodriguez. I normally would not pick up an Alex Rodriguez, but I thought this was an interesting classic card. It was only a quarter, but I'm going to be sending this off to Mr. Enfuego, Alex Rodriguez collector, super collector. So sending this off to him. So want to continue to stay generous in the card community. Probably one of the steals of the show was this Brian Hayes. You know who that's going to. Preston over at Flying Dutchman Cards, and this was only $3. Project 70, Project 2022 did not retain their value. Cards did not, prices did not go to the moon. But anyway, got a sweet, thick, encased Brian Hayes rookie card, and he also has spider legs, so you can't beat that. Very cool. This was Alex Pardee, the artist on that. And then also got these 3 for $5, some cello packs of 1989 tops, and why I picked these up were for Pack-a-Palooza 4 coming soon, so stay tuned for that. If you're not familiar with Pack-a-Palooza, just keep watching this channel, and also Flying Dutchman Cards. It's a lot of fun, so we'll be giving those away. So always want to be generous in the card community, and my final goal for 2024 is to get into some vintage cards. I've been watching a lot of vintage channels, especially from some VRs, some new channels to me that I've started to follow, as well as the Red October VR contest. I feel like I was introduced to a lot of vintage channels, so I've been watching a lot of vintage, really enjoying it, and so I was like, I need to kind of dip my toe into that pool. So check this out. It is a night. Oh, I feel like the light should be better because it's super bright out. All right, there we go. It is a Cliff Aberson. It is a Leaf 1948, and this is the first colored cards post-war. I learned that from the guy I bought it to. I got this for $15, and he played on the Cubs. There's also a variation of this card with short sleeves, so that'll be fun to hunt the other variation of this card. It's kind of hard to figure out, where to start when you get into vintage, but he was on the Cubs, so there's a plus. And then also, check this out. He started at Amundsen High School, and if you know anything about Amundsen High School, you know that Kaylin and Skylar go to Amundsen High School. So I thought that was a really cool connection. I've been in that high school. I've watched a couple plays in that high school. I picked up this card today. Check it out. It's a Cubs player. That card's from 1948. Flip it around. Read the first sentence. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, what do you think?
That's cool.
Okay, let's
is that mine? Is that my high school? Or is it?
Yes.
Okay,
it's from Chicago. And so there we go. So there's my first ever vintage card, the oldest vintage card I have in my collection. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some more hunting and diving into a little bit more vintage in 2024. So there you go, a fun Saturday morning here at the Chicago Midwest Sports Buffet card show. It was a lot of fun. Picked up my very first vintage card, so that was cool. Probably need to set a budget for 2024, or I'm just going to keep spending money on cards. That's another goal. Bonus goal is I'm going to try to export more through TCDB, also on eBay. I need to probably do that this afternoon. I'm going to put some cards up on eBay, try to offset the costs. If I could maintain my collection by importing and exporting at, 0 or a little bit in the red, that'd be great. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that would be definitely a big goal for 2024. It's currently 4 degrees, so it's getting warmer here. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to rock and roll.